It's 3 masks to save grandma, an anal swab to test for a respiratory virus, and over 100 gin options. Hail science! Hi, fellow patriots. This is Peter Boykin from hashtag GoRight. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like it, and share this right now. Time to go right. Hi, folks. This is Peter Boykin from hashtag GoRight and GoRightNews.com. Look, it's a lot of information to go over, and I'm going to give it to you raw. And this is just a warning. We're going to be offensive, and we're definitely going to be offensive. And if you think you are offended, you might be a leftist. Go ahead, be a Karen and report this, but the news is going to be out there, and the commentary is always going to be out there. So, as Candace Owens said, now that the FBI has announced publicly that the insurgency at the U.S. Capitol was a pre-planned attack, all members of Congress, all Democrats and some Republicans that have took part in the sham of an impeachment owe President Trump and his family, they owe him a lot. They owe President Trump, his family, 75 million patriotic supporters, and really all of America a massive apology. All of the millions and vengeful, disgusting members of the media and social media who took their lead from Nancy Pelosi and congressional Democrats and stood before the world and lied about the events of that day should be really ashamed. It is now known that the Capitol Police had prior knowledge of this planned attack provided to them by the FBI in the days leading up to the January 6th event. Capitol Police then appropriately notified the Congressional Sergeant-at-Arms who reported directly to Pelosi, and at that time, Capitol Police also requested the NG presence, National Guard. In fact, CP asked Pelosi and Mayor Bowser numerous times to call the National Guard for support and were turned down. Why? Reportedly, Pelosi and D.C. Mayor Schumer and others thought the optics would be bad. Now, Pelosi and others apparently knew in advance of the attack, and it appears that the insurgents and the tragic events that followed were used by Pelosi and others are just more of the last-ditch efforts by the D.C. Democrats to damage President Trump's name and legacy. We all know the reason Pelosi rushed forward with that phony impeachment before the facts had to come out. The members of the Congress who stood and said the most vile things unimaginable in a public hearing about our president showed the world just what despicable human beings some Americans can be, and it was responsible for them to rush to judgment based on events that apparently were engineered, used by Nancy Pelosi and other Democrats in Congress in an attempt to ruin an honest, decent American's life. I hope and pray a serious price, including removal from office. Democrats in America have become very dangerous people, and the hate they harbor for those who consider to be weak is nothing like ever before. Their lust for power is just beyond comprehension. Fortunately, we're going to do the right thing, folks. We are going to do the right thing. Donald Trump recently at CPAC just said that we're going to make America great again. And we are definitely going to make America great again. The left is the extremism that we're fighting against. We constantly fight against this. Pelosi rushed, everybody rushed through it. We all hope that they pay a serious price, including the removal from their offices, because it's declared that we can impeach people, right, after the fact. Democrats, leftists in America have become very dangerous people, and the hate that they harbor for those they consider to be weak, quote weak, is like nothing like ever seen before. Their lust for power is just beyond comprehension. Fortunately for Americans, though, the Democrats' underhanded tactics have once again been unable to better Donald Trump. For more than 4 years, Pelosi, Schumer, and the DC Democrats have tried time and time again to get Donald Trump and bring him down. He has been forced to endure investigations that have went on for months and months, costing untold millions in taxpayer dollars. I mean, think of all the money they spent to try to get his Trump taxes, to try to find out what he was doing with his money, yet spending our money to find that out. There's been 2 impeachments based on fabricated evidence, along with the unrelenting lies about other charges. Yet he maintains his dignity. Trump maintains his dignity, holds his head up high, and continues to go out every single day and do the job he was elected to do. And still kind of working on the election and doing what the work he's doing outside of office. There's never been a finer president than Donald J. Trump. Thank you, sir, for restoring greatness to America. You need to share this to all your platforms, your social media platforms. The world needs to know that the animals we have now up to DC are nothing more than the lowest scum and liars at the bottom of hell. So God bless this nation. Absolutely, God bless this nation. I thank you for tuning in to the podcast, and you can catch this podcast on multiple locations. Americans now more than ever need to go right to keep America great. The future is up to you and what you are willing to put into it. Remember, folks, together we will make America great again and keep it great always. We will only do that if we go right.